When it starts spinning, it spins and spins and spins. Hello again and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete and I'm an eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I've got another sales roundup video for you today, but before we start, if you are interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. So guys, like I've said last week, sometimes it pays off to sacrifice few pawns to take the queen and the bishop and the two knights as well. Yeah, when you get that velocity, it keeps giving, guys. It keeps giving. Obviously it won't last forever, but I'm enjoying it until I can. Hopefully this week will be at least decent, maybe not as good as the last one, but at least decent, guys. I believe last week was my record week. Definitely it was my record week since I started to record those videos. However, I think I had better weeks during the excuse me, during the first lockdown, guys. People were buying like crazy back then. I was sending like 120, 130 offers as every single day. So it's not as good as it was right now, but still decent sales. Anyway, let's have a look what exactly has sold last week. I've got 28 sales for you guys, and the cut-off point this week was £8.50 plus postage. So anything cheaper than that didn't make it to the video, but you have to be aware that I had those lower sales. In fact, I had 50 of them that were lower than £8.50 plus postage. So guys, very good week last week, meaning from Monday the 3rd to Sunday the 9th of October, we have sold 80 items for a total of £889 and 29 pence, which is absolutely smashing result. We had 23 orders in the bracket of 5 to 10 pounds including postage, 53 orders in the bracket 10 to 15, 3 orders in the bracket 15 to 20, and 1 order over 20 pounds. We've sold 17 items via promoted listings, which has costed us £7 and 48 pence, a bit steep that. In terms of weekly goals, we've hit everything, every single goal that we had, all green across the board. Average sale was £11 and 12 pence. We've listed 220 items instead of 140. We've sold 80 items instead of 56, and we took 889 instead of 577. So first item that has sold, well, it was actually the third item that has sold, but the first item that I'm showing you is this Hobbs pencil dress. It was size 12, and when I took it out of the bag, I said, yes, I've scored a good result, 30 quid super quickly. Yeah, and that was 4 years ago. Yeah, it took me 4 years to sell this dress, and I went from 34.99 down to 14.99, and then I accepted an offer of 13 quid. And I was happy as a butcher's dog when I sold this item and I don't have to look at it anymore. But it shows that the brand is not everything, guys. Brand is good, but if people don't like the item, it won't sell. 4 years to sell this dress, 4 years. This Next, soft denim skinny jeans, they were size 16, and these have sold for 850 as an offer to a watcher. Everything is plus postage on top. These next high boots, these have sold. How much have I got for them? I think 1 second, guys. 9.99, 8.50. Right. Okay. These next boots, I've made a little mess with the. It should be a bit later, but anyway, I've sold these boots for 14.99, and that was these were uh, uh, last year items. I had them last year for 16.99. I haven't sold them during last winter, so I dropped the price to 14.99, and they have sold this year. So yeah, happy to see them gone. This Debenhams fine knit pullover jumper, this has sold for £8.50 as an offer to a watcher. This coat has sold for £8.50 as well as an offer to a watcher, and it was bloody nightmare. That customer was bloody nightmare. Honestly, after dealing with that customer, I went straight to bed because I was so tired. Come on, it was not worth it, that £8.50 to exchange probably a dozen of messages with that customer. Honestly. This pencil workwear mini skirt has sold for £9.99, and we already have a positive feedback for it. These Dorothy Perkins high boots, again, it was last year stock, so I had it for during last winter for £16.99. This year I put it on for £14.99, and the best offer has been accepted for £12.99. This white stuff midi skirt, it was only size 10, and it has sold for £8.50 as an offer to a watcher. This next gown or robe or something like that, it has a hood. It wasn't like a nightwear item. It was here like stay in bed or something. Stay in bed. I don't know what it says here. Stay in bed, something, something. Press snooze. Okay, so yeah. £8.50 as an offer to what? Well, customer came with £6 offer. It was an auction, and I countered with £8.50, and she took it. These Mountain Warehouse joggers, they have sold for £10.99 as an offer to a watcher. This quiz jumper with some beads, quite nice jumper, fluffy one. Fluffy jumpers sell quite quickly. A customer came with a strange offer of £10 and 25p, but I took it. Yeah, just to get rid of it, really. This French Connection fit and flare dress, it was only size 6. I knew straight away, although it's French Connection, it will drag its feet. But I managed to sell it for £9. This FNF, like a jumper dress. FNF is Tesco, so pretty cheap brand. It was on auction. Customer came with an offer, I think £8. I countered with £8.50, and she took it. Same story with this Peruna cardigan jumper. Customer came with some sort of an offer. I countered with £8.50, and she took it. This M&S workwear trousers have sold for £8.50. Workwear trousers sell all year round. Really, every single week I sell either workwear trousers or workwear skirt. Most of the weeks I sell multiplied items like that, like maybe 3, 4, 5 workwear items. This South cardigan, again, it was an item that I had on last year for £9.99. This year I dropped the price down for to £8.99, and it has sold quite heavy. That jumper was, I think it was over 1 kg, so a bit more for postage, 460 instead of 380. Yeah, but it has sold, and I'm happy to see it gone. This St. Michael's wool pleated skirt, it was only size 10. Very nice item, but again, I didn't manage to sell it last year for £9.99, so I'm happy to sell it for £8.99 this year. These M&S bootcut jeans, they were size 18, so very good size, sold super quickly for £9.99. This M&S workwear midi skirt, again, sold super quickly for £9.99. This main chunky pullover jumper, this has sold for £8.50. I think £7.99 was the starting price on this auction. Then somebody has beat the starting price, and the second person has beat £8.50 and won it. This weird fish pullover jumper, again, it was on auction, £9.99. Happy to take that money. This M&S jeggings, they were size 18, so very good size. Sold super quickly for £8.50 as an offer to a watcher. This Poetry, like a linen pullover jumper, it was quite thin, but Poetry is quite a good brand. Well, good. It sells quite quickly for decent money, not the best money on earth. It's not 20 quid, but yeah, £9.99 on auction, so 7 days after listing it. I'm happy to take that money. This Bon Marsh workwear skirt, it was size 18. Another quick sale. I've listed it and it sold within days, literally days, for £8.99. These M&S super skinny jeans, they were again size 18. And again, they have sold super quickly for £8.50 as an offer to a watcher, literally within days. This Peruna blouse, it was size 18 again. I think it was last year's stock, or maybe I think I've listed it in May. In May, when I was last time in UK, I photographed it. Not last time, the time before, when I was there in April, and it has sold for £8.50 as an offer to a watcher. This weird fish full zip hooded jacket, it was again size 18, a lot of size 18. It has sold for 16 quid. I had it for £19.99, and I had about 10 watchers on it. I was sending offers of £16.99, and nobody has taken it. You know, probably 10, maybe even a dozen of offers I have sent. So when the customer came with a counter offer of 16, I said, you know what, go on. If nobody is buying for £16.99, I'm happy to sell it for 16. And I believe it came in a lot of codes that I have bought. I think it was 6 codes, or was it 10, something like that. But that 16 quid paid for entire lot, including the delivery. So the rest of the codes is basically pure profit. And this is the last item of last week that I want to show you. This is Cuba & Co. Never heard about this brand before. A nice shrug jumper in navy in color. Yeah, I said, you know what? I never heard about this brand. There was nothing on eBay, or I couldn't find anything on eBay. So I said, it looks quite nice, quite neat. So I'm gonna put it at $9.99 and see how it goes. Obviously, I can always lower the price, but it has sold again within days, maybe 3 days, 4 days, something like that after listing it. So yeah, happy to take that 10 quid plus postage. eBay has transferred us whooping £759 and 96 pence, which is a lot considering the fact that I started this week with 80 odd quid below zero. So because they just paid last week, they have paid me the money, and then an hour after that they have charged me for shop subscription. So I had to first cover that. Luckily, they didn't charge my credit card because I have managed to sell enough items just to cover that shop subscription quickly enough, so they didn't charge me. We have sold 80 items, so counting £2.50 each for postage, we have to set aside £200 and £80 to cover cost of goods to buy something else to replace that. Unfortunately, I'm eating that money right now because I really need money, and yeah, I'm not setting aside really. But in theory, I should really set it aside. And that gives us £480 profit for last week, which is good. If I could do it every single week, that would be great. We had sales on every single day of the week, so our counter counting the days since last zero sales day is now on 34. Like I said, guys, I'm back to the old listing tool. Honestly, on the day that I found them, it changed entire situation, guys. It has changed entire situation. I'm listing quite a lot now. Well, I was last week. This week is kind of a bit slowish because I was listing a lot last week because that was the last week of that final value fee offer. So yeah, I have almost extracted all those 100 items that you can sell for a half price final value fee. I think I've got like 5 left or something, which I will definitely sell till the 30 day first 30 day cycle will expire. So yeah, that will save me some money, at least 50 quid, if not more. Yeah, hopefully next week will be, well, this week will be as good as the previous one. And yeah, that will be it for today. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so because it will help my channel to grow. Yeah, I'll see you next week, guys. Have a great week. Have a great sales. God bless you all. God bless people of Ukraine. Bye bye.